welcome to my journey.
I like the way you, I like the way you dance for me. I like the way you bounce for me.
I lost 5 pounds, as you can see, which I'm super excited about. I am, for some reason, I've been on this journey for a while. I'll go into explaining that on a different video, but within this journey I've bounced back and forth, and like I've made a lot of progress, and then I went back, and right now I'm at 196.4, which is, I'll take it. For a while there I was bouncing back and forth between like 200 and like I don't know, like 199, and I was like telling my husband, I just want to break 190. I don't even want to stay here any longer. So basically my workout regimen is a little bit more strict, my food regimen is a little bit more strict, my supplement regimen is a little bit more strict, and my body likes it, so I'm sticking with it, and that's really kind of the route that we're taking right now, and it's working. So difficult. They were fun. I mean, I really enjoyed them. I started off with cardio in the morning, which I enjoy. One thing that I'm learning about myself is I really need super quiet in the morning. Like right now my son is asleep, we're about to go to church, but I was like, I have some time, he needs to get his rest out a little bit before we head there, so I'm like, you know, this quiet time, I need it. And then at night I need a quiet moment as well. So I usually do my workout, my actual lifting, midday. I usually do not do night lifts if I can help it, because I just do better with getting it over with, so that I don't run into the habit or the issue of just like saying, oh, like I'll just do it next day or whatever, because I mean I'm on a 6-day layout right now, and you can't or a 6-day split, and you can't really have much flexibility there. Like today is my rest day, and I can feel it, like I need to rest today, and usually I'll be ready to like go, and I'm like I can just do cardio, like but I can hear my body and I need rest, and I'm okay with it, and I'll get right back to it tomorrow. So my workouts went great. Food went great this week. I am getting back into a habit of what works best for me in this season of my life. I actually prep all my meats for like maybe like 4 to 6 days out of the week, because I prep all my husband's food too. I'm like his personal chef, because he's on a weight loss journey as well right now. So he's not competing, but he just has his own physical goals, and I'm okay in supporting that 100%. So I basically weigh out all of our food, measure it, all that good stuff, and I have to prep like 2 different meal plans. And so not only that, but I also have my son that's 1.5, and I have to prep all his food too. So yeah, this week went really well. The only time that I deviated from the plan, at the top of the week, I had some kale salad mix that I hadn't finished from the previous week, and I didn't want it to spoil, so I did load up on salad like at the top of the week, even though that's not my meal plan, but I had a lot of salad included into my meal plan that I just put in there. And then I did have like a couple crackers, like saltine crackers, yesterday. Really like crazy that you would do that the day before you have to weigh in, which is today. I weighed in. But I mean, other than that, I did pretty well. I had a protein bar that I had left over. I had that. And that's it. I mean, I didn't have any crazy. Oh, I had a couple of my son's little puffs, just because mentally you deal with that. But this week, you know, I have a couple goals moving forward that get me a little bit more mentally focused. So yeah, this week went well. I realized I do really well with routine and having like a rhythm and pre-organizing when I'm gonna eat what and sticking to that plan. So that is how this week went. Mentally, it was not as tough as I thought. It was eye-opening. Like I said, my husband had a random day that he just talked to me about how important it is to look at this from the right perspective, which I had already started to do. I started to train myself to mentally meditate on things that would help and support this lifestyle, this journey, this goal, opposed to meditating on thoughts that, and even my clients, I try to train them the same way, to meditate on the thoughts that would support it happening. And so one of the things that I do is, like, if I don't completely love not working out, I do love working out, but if I don't love like cooking, I'll say to myself, like, I really enjoy cooking, like, and I'll get that in my mind and my spirit and my subconscious, and it really helps, opposed to you meditating on, man, I hate this, I hate that. Like, that really doesn't necessarily put you in the right mental headspace for this type of journey. Mentally, I'm in a place of clarity. I literally am taking every day one day at a time, and that's all you can do. So mentally, it's a journey, it's a process, but it is something that you can't overlook, and you have to meditate on things that are going to help you and support you in this journey. One thing is I'm meditating also on how I think about myself. Like, subconsciously, last time I couldn't even see the progress. I was only seeing what wasn't there yet, and I still would keep going crazily. That didn't stop me, which I'm aware that I have a natural drive about myself, but regardless of that, I still like never felt like, a lot of competitors deal with body dysmorphia, and I can say I dealt with a little bit of that prior, when I competed before. But like this time around, I can see it. Like, I can see my body changing. I can see from week to week that I am actually progressing, and that my body is actually shifting. And taking the pictures and having these type of check-ins is also going to help me see it long term. But yeah, it's definitely a mental journey as well, but I'm enjoying all of it, and it's empowering to actually be able to enjoy it mentally as well as, you know, physically and spiritually and all of that. So spiritually, I feel more in tune. I feel like when I for real, when it comes to prepping, you basically are like on like a long, like super long fast. So if you take it correctly, it can bring you closer to God, in my opinion, and you feel closer to God if you use time wisely. I spend more time with God, talking to Him, and I feel more sensitive to Him when I sit and meditate and just focus on Him instead of like responding like frantic. I feel like I'm more in control of my feelings and my thoughts, which is really good. I spent a lot of time going into the importance of living consciously. So like living your life, like literally just being more conscious and aware of how you feel, like how you're responding to this or that or whatever. And so I literally just being more aware from moment to moment, thing to thing, more in the moment of life. I just spent more time being more focused on that, and so that has been really helpful. It's been really good to just be conscious of how you feel, like like in your workouts, consciously being connected to the muscle you're supposed to be using when you're using it, and going up on weight and believing that you can go up in weight when you can, and not self-defeating yourself before you even start an exercise. Like all of those little things are connected into not just doing it. Like sometimes I feel like we do stuff and go through stuff just to get it done, but there's a difference between savoring the moment, like each rep. Like that's kind of what my husband was trying to get to. Like each rep, each time that you have to eat something, like it's a process that you're working towards. That's a blessing that you get to work towards it. And seeing life from that lens helps you literally not rush past stuff, but take it, enjoy it, and do it, you know. And that's basically the thing I learned this week, is that it's really important to live life consciously, and consciously just be in tune at each step of the way, so that you can combat some of those negative behaviors that you may have caught yourself in, or negative cycles that you've maybe found yourself in. It just kind of helps you fine tune what's happening, when it's happening, and just learn to live better, you know? So it's good stuff. Exercised is being conscious, like literally just learning that, and learning when I'm self-sabotaging, or learning when I'm allowing shame to rise up and believe the lies, or believing, you know, different negative behaviors, you know. Just being more conscious of when they rise up, and conscious of how I automatically, like autopilot, respond to certain situations, and how that either is helping or hurting my goals, whether it be fitness goals or just life goals, you know, friendship goals. Like all of that is all interconnected. And I feel like if you take this journey properly, you can be freed from stuff for the rest of your life, and you can be a better person in every area of your life. And so yeah, internally I exercised being more conscious.